Start your engines.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth as always. This is the SSRL. It's the season finale. It's round 11 from Zandvoort. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, and Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the links in the description. So, we look forward to these guys out here sooner rather than later. I don't know what's going on. The controller's having a bit of a glitch out here. Not quite sure what's happening, so. Let's hope for the best here. Oop. Opa! Opa! Lovely jubbly, we are back in business. So, it's the SSRL, it's round 11, it's in Zandvoort. We are on the first warm-up laps here of an 18-minute qualifying session. There's 16 minutes and 40-odd seconds left on the clock. And this is going to be a wild and entertaining one indeed. The championship may be over, but it's all about the bragging rights here this evening. So, who's the privilege of the first car out? Indeed, it is Formula One Farrer in the Williams, bringing us around this 14 corner racetrack, 4.3 kilometers, 2.7 miles. It's tight, it's twisty, it is old school, and we can't wait to see it. Say hello to everyone in the old Chatsky there. What's the story? Hey, Roosh, Nalina, which is F-Tronic out here this evening. Great to see you guys along. Sounding like a bit of a weird chat in the background there. Anyway, so Formula One brings us into turn 1, Tarzan corner. Now watch this kink left into right, turns 2 into 3. Very banked corner indeed. Watch the rear end on the exit now as we come up the back straight here. 4, 5. And into 6 on top of the hill. 7 now, this almost flat out right-hander. It tries to invite you, but you know you can't do it. And in this fantastic sequence of corners, 8, 9, ever slowing triple right-hander into 10. Watch the rear end trying to open up the apex as much as possible. Running wide a little bit on the curves, but not too bad. Down towards now the chicane. The buck chicane. Bit of a right hairpin kind of situation. And now towards the Ari Lyondike final 2 corners. A little bit loose on the entry there. Wide on the exit, but keeps it pinned to the ground. And towards the line for the first time lap of this session of a 1:10.4. I'm sure there'll be a few guys out there who are going to try and beat that one. Indeed. Mr. Wilder straight away to the top of the timesheets. Fantastic stuff. So who is going to be the next one towards the line? That's F-Tronic. No, it's not. Is it Kwan? No. And so it's a few cars coming into the pits. There's a McLaren of the no Sebo into 5th. Fantastic stuff. Outlap. No, Kovac's getting into 6th. Where am I off to? I don't know. We'll stay with F-Tronics here, see who he gets on. Jerry Lyondike now. Flat out right-hander. Watch out in the rain or old tyres. You will be spinning. And towards the line at 1:10.6. A fantastic effort into 6th position for the Alpine driver. And this is a fantastic... Ah, yes, is the background of the video. There we go. The Danger Dave. Up over the rise. 9 into 10. Bucked 10. They're all bucked. Corner 10. So we won't worry about it. Through the exit comes the Scuderia driver. towards 13 and 14. Ari Lowendyke. Lovely banked corner these days. Lovely characteristic to the track and brings a lovely set of eyes onto the cars. Into third position goes David. Good run from himself. T-Bran is out here on one as well, so we'll stay with T-Bran. Truckster is also on one out there as well, but I believe just behind the Alfa Romeo driver, so we'll stay with T-Bran for the moment. Through 11 and 12, Hans Ernst into 13, and now Ari Lowendyke with DRS wide open. Through here. Yeah. Pours the line. Into 5th goes T-Bran. So a good effort from the Alfa Romeo driver for now. Very closely packed grid this evening. Mr. Wouter tops the timesheets at the moment on a 109.1. Right behind is Ivor on a 109.2. And then the Danger Dave on a 109.3. So just over a tenth for the top 3 positions. Who is out here on a lap now? Truckster's retired. He must have crashed out there perhaps. Not good at all for Truckster. He hasn't set a lap time. Oh, look at this. I can't believe it. Di Perez into the wall. What is going on? That is unbelievable in qualifying. What a disaster for Di Perez. What happened there? Oh my word. There we go. The 2 Aston Martins coming a cropper this evening, perhaps in the exact same way. They both met their maker in the wall. Anyway, unfortunate for themselves. Who's on the lap in front of these guys? It's Kismikus. We'll stay with Kismikus here in the Alpine. We've seen the sister teammate of F-Tronic in 8th position. Can Kismikus improve on that or set a good benchmark? It is still a banker lap as well out there for some of these drivers. So towards the final 2 corners comes Kismikus. True Ari Lowendyke now. DRS wide open. All he has to concentrate on is pinning it through the floor and across the line on a 111.2. Solid lap time from Kismikus. Definitely in a shout of improvement, but solid first run from himself. That's what it's all about. You need to get that banker lap in just to be on the safe side. Truckster and Di Perez going to be lining up on the back row unless someone else bins it out there. Pleasant Snake through the final corner. Towards the line comes the Haas driver. What kind of a lap time can he put up on the board? Into 5th at a 109.9. And again, I'm sure a few of these drivers will definitely feel there's more time out here to be had. Tobelson is yet to set a lap time as well. There's other drivers out here on a lap. Again, his formal Pfeiffer. He is. Farrer. Formula 1. On board themselves for their first lap. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can improve here in the Williams. Towards turns 11 and 12 we go. Powering up the hill. Down the gears now. Through 12. And open up that exit towards turns 13. Swing, look at the commitment of that. And he's too committed. He's into the gravel, saves it, collects it. Brilliant car control from Formula 1. So who else is out here? The no Sebo. Let's have a look at that side-by-side replay before we miss out on another one. So this is the Aston Martin of Di Perez coming up momentarily. As the now Sebo comes towards the line, Di Perez just loses the rear through turns 2 and 3, and that's the story. Game over for qualifying. Back to the pits. The teams will have a lot to do to get that car repaired for the race. Kwan out here on a lap, as you know, he's coming in. So everyone's finished their runs at the moment. Tobelson is still trying to set a lap time out here. How do we get on with Tobelson? ERS seems to be recovering down there, so we won't worry about it too much. No, might be on a lap. No, he's not. All right, so who else is out here on a lap? What's up, Kovacs? Nice to see you on the old chat, buddy. Good luck to the guys. Take care of his Alpine. Well, Chris McKiss is doing well in 13th. And the sister Alpine of F-Tronic in 11th. Can they improve? Only time will tell in qualifying. But we have some cars out on flyers. Whoa! T-Brown goes for an L spinneroo. They'll loop the loop out of turn 1. No one's really on a lap here. T-Brown was trying one on, but anyway, he's made himself to the escape road. So it's going to be Ebor. Ebor on one? No. Day 3/10 down, so that is unfortunate. Tronic is on a lap here. Let's have a look at Tronic and see how we get on through the famous turn 3. Keeps it out the wall for now. He's on a warm-up lap as well as F-Tronic. Don't worry about that there too much. Kismet is on a lap though in the sister Alpine. Let's have a look here. The Alpine's gone together here. Turns 3. Good slingshot up over the crest. Now down the hill. 2 turns 4, 5 and 6. Up over the crest. Extremely difficult in the rain this section. Into 7. Up over the hill. Watch that exit curve. Just kiss it. Into 8 and 9. Right-hander. Keep the pressure on. Hit that apex. Run it wide. Very decent indeed. A little bit wide perhaps, but doesn't really matter. Into 10, and now it's important to get a solid acceleration, which he does down this mini straight towards 11 and 12. Oh, he's super wide into 11. He's compromised through the apex of 12, and he's going to hemorrhage some time through there, but Kiswick still pushing on through turns 13. And now Ari Lyndyke corner. What kind of a lap time is Kiswick going to set on the board? He's going to come in with that one. He knows he's throwing it away. He's looking to keep it going though. Fair play, great car control from himself there. Sebo's on one here. Oh, look at Teco into 4th position. Fantastic stuff. Let's jump up towards Teco. He seems to be on an absolute flyer out here. He's almost up by 2/10 into turns 12. What can we do through the final 2 corners? We're right on board at the AlphaTauri driver. A little bit wide, but keeps it nice and steady through the final corner. And towards the line we go with Teco. What kind of a lap time? We're in 4th at the moment. And he improves by 2/10 in fairness, but can't quite jump up the leaderboard. Good effort indeed. Pleasant Snakes. F-Tronic into 5th. Cracking effort from Tronic. Can anyone beat that one? That's a good one from Tronic. Good effort indeed. So there we go. Kwan's on one out here. He's down by a 10th or 2. No Sebo through the final corner. Starting a lap into himself. Kovacka in 12th. A little bit wide, but kept it going. Formula 1 is out. So that's him finished the qualifying. Kovacka through the final corner. And it kicks over. He's coming into the pit lane. Herman. No OSD or cockpit is out here on a set of hards, just on an L one here this evening. What kind of lap times is he gonna put on the board? 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. This is the time to get your final runs in. The whistle's blowing in the pit lane, and the whistle's blowing out here on the track to get your lap times in. No Sebo's on one. Let's see how we get on them soft tyres is the McLaren driver. Through the final 2 corners we go in the McLaren. DRS is wide open through Ari Lyndyke. We're near trying to beat our lap time here, so just because flying into turn 1. Look at that, rest gets the car nicely, but spins it. Oh, unfortunate for Kids, because don't forget, this is a realistic series, realistic league. There is no assists on these cars. Quincy up over the hill through the triple right-hander of 7, 8, and 9, and towards turns 10, opening up that apex a little bit wide, but you get away with it. It's such a wide radiant corner. Towards turns 11 and 12, we go with the Mercedes driver. And the final two corners for Quincy. Harry Lloyd, nicely done towards the line. What can we do? Into 7th on a 110.0. It's ever so close to the 109, but that's a solid effort from Quincy there. Jolly Boys on one in the Red Bull. No Sebos trying it on. Through the final corner. Not able to improve again. Kismikas towards the line. Tobelson's on one. Herman the German through the final two corners we go. What can the Haas driver put up on the board on a set of hards? The champion comes across the line to qualify 9th position in the Haas. Cracking effort on a set of hards there. Jolly Boy crosses the line. So, oh, look at this. Kwan's wide. Unfortunately for Kwan, everyone's pushing so hard. The no Sebo's wide. Kiss follows him around the corner, shows him how it's done. So, here we go. Oh no, collision with Teco. Who's crashed into Teco? Jolly Boy John. So there we go. Whoa! Kismikas spins around. So, towards the line, Quincy comes into the pit lane. Towards the line, Tobelson goes. He's going to not do anything about it either. Who's this? Pleasant Snakes going to the line. We have a Williams behind, is it? Kismikas. So we await the checkered flag within the last minute of qualifying. If you're not on a lap, you have to get around now to start one. The checker flag is almost set to drop. Great stuff from Pleasant Snake through that sequence of the corners. Into 10, that's how you get the apex and pick up the throttle as early as possible towards the line. Some drivers having issues out there, other drivers coming to the line. The checker flag is waved. Got a few drivers out on laps, but not many. Pleasant Snake comes through the final corner of Harry Lyondike. And towards the line we go for the Haas driver. Can he improve? He does by 7/10 into 3rd position. What a cracking effort from himself there. Mr. Wouter comes through the final corner. Can he improve on his pole position time? He does by 0.02 of a second to a 109.163. The Danger Dave is coming to the line now as well in 4th. Can he pressure the front row? Dave goes to the top of the timesheets with a cracking effort. Is there anyone out here trying to spoil the Scuderia's day out of nowhere? What a phenomenal run. And I think that's it. Dave gets pole position at the line, the last car to finish his lap, and he gets it. What a cracking effort. And he will be super pleased with that one. Dave takes pole position for round 11 in Zandvoort for the SSRL. So, confirmation of qualifying this evening. The Danger David takes pole position for the final race of the season. Mr. Wouter joins him on the front row in the Red Bull for the final race of the season. Ebor's in 3rd, Pleasant Snake 4th, Teco 5th, With Evtronics a solid 6th position, Quincy 7 with T-Bran in 8th, Herman in 9th on a set of hards, cracking effort from the champion himself. Jolly Boy John in 10th rounds out the top 10 with Formula 1 in 11th, Kwan in 12th, now Sebo 13th with Kovacs at 14th, Kiss 15th, Tobus in 16th, Truckster 17th, Skin Solo 18th, D Perez 19th, and Simple rounds out your race order. So with qualifying out of the way, the drivers are going to be having a bit of a break ski there to calm the nerves, to settle themselves in, decide their strategies and their fuel runs as well. Have a quick comfort break also. So in the meantime, we shall have a look ski at the drivers' standings as we go into the final race of this season. You can see Herman is top of the board on 172 points, 31 points ahead of Fellowson in second, which means he is the champion-elect for the season. Congratulations to himself. Fellowson, as we mentioned, in second. Mr. Welter in third with 99 points. The Danger David in fourth on 90. And Pleasant Snake in fifth on 88. That's going to be a battle for this evening. Oh. So I'll have to check my Discord in a second. But anyway, Formula 1 in 6th with Andy in 7th, Quincy in 8th, Kacha in 9th, and Truckster, your top 10 in the championship. We'll have a look now from 16 down to the bottom of the table. All of these drivers doing a solid job this season. Every single one of them. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate on as always. And I look forward to next season as well. Let's have a look at the constructors now. Haas ran away with it there on 260 points with Alpine in second on 155. Ferrari third on 114. But Aston Martin in fourth and Red Bull Racing in fifth. Everyone on 113 or 111 points with Williams in sixth and 107. So very close indeed for third position in the constructors. Let me have a look ski here. Nice. So, as we prepare ourselves for the season, let me just try and get something here. We'll have a look at the new starting order as I get going here. There we go. So there we go. Nadangia David in first, with Mr. Welter in second, Ivor third, with Pleasant Snake in fourth. Teco rounds out your top five with that one. And we look forward to the drivers getting back into it. In the meantime, we'll be back to you after this short message, ladies and gentlemen. The Racing Notebook. Introducing the Ultimate Racing Notebook, your indispensable companion for every motorsport racer. This sleek, purpose-built notebook is designed to enhance your racing experience. Take notes after every session. Make each drive count. Write down and review incidents, lap times, and your performance. This racing notebook comes equipped with dedicated time slots for personal and session bests for each race event. Now you can keep track of practice sessions, qualifying laps, and the main race with precision, allowing you to easily note down the critical moments of each session. In the notes section, you can capture every detail, whether you want to jot down driver insights, strategies, or highlight standout moments. The notes section provides you with the canvas to document the essence of each race. The racing notebook is not just a journal, it's a comprehensive tool to enhance your racing experience. Whether you're a casual fan or a dedicated motorsports aficionado, this notebook is the perfect companion to fuel your passion for racing and gain lap time and consistency. So you rejoin me here in the commentary booth. Let's have a look at some of these driver profiles before we get going, as the guys are still in the garages. We have a look at Kwan. His favourite driver is Villeneuve Montoya. Favourite team is Williams. Strengths is his instincts, and it disappeared. Now Sebo is next up in the McLaren. His favourite driver is Fernando Alonso. Team is McLaren. Strengths, he never gives up. Weaknesses is qualifying and sim racing experience is 5 years. Good stuff from himself. Nice to see the drivers sending in their photos for the profilers. Ivor, his favourite driver is Fernando Alonso. His favourite team is Mercedes. His strengths are his race pace. His weaknesses is his 1 lap pace. And his racing sim experience is 1.5 years. Great to see him on board as always. Deco, one of the championship protagonists. His favourite driver is Charlie Leclerc. Favourite team is McLaren. Is consistently slow is his strength, and qualifying is his weakness. Experience 4+ years. I think he sells himself short there. In fairness, he's a solid driver. And then we have a look at Kacha. His favourite driver is Alain Prost. His favourite team is McLaren. And his strengths are his commitment. His weaknesses are all in mentality for P1, and sim racing experience is 1.5 years. Good stuff from Kacha. So we rejoin the guys on their warm-up lap here. Let's just get this going. Hello. Sweet as they know. What's up, Quincy? Let's go. The Danger Dave is your pole sitter with Mr. Welter joining him on the front row. Ivor in third with Pleasant Snake in fourth. Deco is in 5th with F-Tronic in 6th. Quincy in 7th with Treebran in 8th. Herman in 9th with Formula Pfeiffer in 10th. Kwan in 11th. The No Sebo 12th. Kovacs 13th. Kisvikas 14th. Jolly Boy John 15th. Thomason 16th. Truckster 17th. Skid Solo 18th. D Perez 19th. And Simple is your running order this evening. Let's have a look at that one as well. With the race starting grid brought to you by Quincy. Good man yourself. As you see there, it's a full grid here this evening for the SSRL. It's round 11 from Zandvoort, brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts and Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the link in the description. One of the many designs on KamiKayGifts. There you go. So, the leader brings them through the final corner towards the starting grid. We get ourselves ready to rock and roll here for the season final. It's Silly Season Racing League. It's the SSRL round 11 from Zandvoort. With myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. So, the field is starting to set themselves up. We await the green flag and to be under starters' orders. I don't know if Sebo's been disqualified. We'll worry about that later. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got lights in the gantry. It's 4, it's 5, and we are racing for the final race of the SSRL season. Down towards turn 1. Dave cuts across the Red Bull's nose to defend the lead into turn 1 as the rest of the field make their way through. Tarzan, a little bit compact towards the mid-pack, but anyway, they get away with it down into turns 2 and 3. Now this is the real bottleneck. How do we get on? Pleasant Snake tries it around the outside. We've got some yellow flags out there. And Snake makes the maneuver on Ivor. Great stuff indeed. We've got a few cars caught up in turns 3, but the rest of the pack make their way up over the hill towards 7, 8 and 9. The field starting to settle themselves out. A bit of battle here with Treebran on F-Tronics. Up the inside tries Quincy. Oh, Quincy spun! I can't believe it! He's spun out of the position and he's reset, which is upset one of the other drivers who takes avoiding action. Anyway, into turn 1, turns 11 and 12 comes the leaders. It's Dave still leading the way from Mr. Welter in second and Pleasant Snake in third. The pack have settled out ever so slightly for now. Lap 1 is complete. Dave is your race leader with Mr. Welter in second. Pleasant Snake in third, Ivor fourth, Teco in fifth, and a bit of a gap down to Tronic. He's hanging on to the back of the guys in fairness. T-Bran in seventh, Herman in eighth, Formel 1 and 9th with Jolly Boy, your top 10. A bit of a battle there between Quan and Kismikus, as we start to see everyone making a bit of room, but the battle is on for the race lead. Let's have a look at this one. For the time being, a little bit wide by Dave. Important just to get yourself into a rhythm around this track. There's only two places you really need to be defending. The rest of it, you can drive the widest car known to mankind. Kismikus is out of the race. I can't believe it, and it's a virtual safety car. Unbelievable. There we go. Kismikus out of the race. And there's his car stranded in the middle of the track. I don't know what's after happening there, but he has come a cropper. And that's our VSC at the start of this race. Unfortunate stuff for himself. Very important for everybody now not to get themselves speeding under the VSC. Keep that delta. And we've seen it in the past. People trying to anticipate that delta, mistiming it, and then having to slam on the brakes at the last second. So here we go. Important to get a good restart, but as well, not too good of a restart. Perez speeds into the pit lane. Excuse me. Now, we are back to green flag racing. Sinful is DNF'd out of the race. That is a disaster for the red Ferrari. As we finally get a green track here. Some guys a little bit out of sync. Excuse me, having an awful time here in the commentary booth. Seems to be a team. But it's Dave out front, holding the pack off, keeping the position, and settling into a rhythm. Look at this though, Mr. Welter with a fantastic run. Chuari Lyndike takes the lead at the start of lap 4, down the main straight, and he locks up into Tarzan. Does he run wide? Not wide enough. He is your new race leader here. Can Dave keep with him? Pleasant Snake is in third. He's going to see that happening up in front and want to try and take advantage. Through the top of the hill. Once more we go. It's early days for this race. The guys need to get themselves a bit of a rhythm going. T-Bran on the back of F-Tronic, who in turn is just off the back of the leaders. So this is a 7-car battle. 8, 9, you can call it a 9-car battle almost for the lead. Tronic just out of the DRS. If he can ever so gain it, he'll be fine. And he does indeed. So it's going to be a DRS train towards turn 1 with the Mr. Welter leading the way. It was exactly a lap ago. We got a good run. Here we go. Dave gets the slipstream, pulls to the inside, and we're side by side into the braking zone and retakes the race lead a lap later, taking advantage of that DRS overlap and retakes the race lead. No pressure to him at all. Mr. Welter didn't quite defend that as much as he could have. So everyone's just trying to pull away from the pack behind. Pleasant Snake, though, a little bit loose. Trying to apply the power, perhaps trying to catch Mr. Welter napping. We'll have to wait and see. Almost, you can tell this is just a chess game, a strategy. Tronic, up the inside goes Treebrand. Tronic has found himself battling hard now to try and fall back into position. These drivers are on different tyres around them. Let's pull up the tyre situation. So Tronic's on mediums, everyone else on softs. And he's found himself with a bit of a tyre deficit there. But he's settled in nicely. And it's going to be T-Bran now under pressure. Look at this, Pleasant Snake slipstreams. Mr. Welter and Dave into the first corner. They're side by side for second. through the apex and exit. They're still side by side into turns 2 and 3, and Snake has to relinquish the position. Is Ivor going to try it up the inside? Decides better of it for now, but the battle is heating up for the race lead here. Snake has to abort his run up the hill because there's just nowhere to go as the race leaders come up over the hill. Again, 7, 8 and 9. Herman and Formula 1 are battling hard back there. Bit of a position change, but we'll stay with the race lead pack and battle. Starting to heat up behind here. Teko's perhaps feeling a bit antsy with the cars up in front. A little bit wide, so the wash from the cars up in front is perhaps affecting the AlphaTauri driver. Look at this, we're side by side with Ivor and the Haas with Mr. Welter deciding not to battle for the race lead, but Ivor is pressuring the cars up in front. T-Bran is repassed by F-Tronic, and Herman is getting involved here now as well. So F-Tronic is in 6th. That's where he started, in fairness, and he's having a solid race so far. Cars behind. Ooh, that T-Bran onto the grass almost there. Up over the hill, pushing the boundaries. A little bit loosey-goosey there from T-Bran. Up the inside, Herman not quite thinks better of it. Let's jump back with Herman here. You know he's going to pounce sooner rather than later in the Haas. You can see T-Bran all over F-Tronics, but unfortunately costing himself time as he does so. Herman decides not to dive bomb, but you know the thought crossed his head, keeping his front wing on his car. For now, the race battle though is happening again once more between Ivor and Pleasant Snake. Ivor pulls out the slipstream, makes the maneuver into the braking zone. Pleasant Snake hangs it around the outside and keeps the position. Great stuff from himself. F-Tronics and T-Bran side by side through turns 1, and Tronic relinquishes the position but slots in front of Herman. Herman gets a good run. Herman's going to try it side by side. A lot of trust and faith in the car in front, and they make it work. Great driving from these two drivers. Great stuff indeed. Side by side through that section of track is no easy feat, and they make it look easy. Mr. Welter's had a spin, has he? He has. Mr. Welter is spun. He's down into 5th position, so out of race lead contention. Mr. Welter spins out of 2nd. I can't believe it. He recovers and collects well. He's still on. If he can close that gap, he's just thereabouts onto the back of the guys. But this is now giving David exactly what he wants. Can he keep that 2-second advantage to the cars behind, or can Pleasant Snake and Co. close it? Here comes Ivor through the final corner. We were already side by side. No point fighting the issue because he has passed straight away. We're side by side with Herman and Tronic. Herman around the outside. Tronic still there on the inside. Keeps it going. Still on the inside. And has to give up the position to Williams of Formula 1. Trying to take advantage here. The Alpine is a little bit compromised. And Quincy's having a battle back there with Skid Solo. Oh no, I think, is that Quincy out there spinning through turn 1? I think it may have been. No, not his day so far. So we got two very good battles going on here. We got a battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We also have a battle for 7th, 8th, 9th. Concentrating on this 8th, 9th battle because can Herman close the gap to T-Bran up in front and take F-Tronic with him? That's going to be the question. F-Tronic is still well within DRS zone. He's going to have advantages here, and Herman, I don't think is going to quite get there. He's not. So has F-Tronic saved up enough ERSs? Herman using his. Down the main straight, look at this. Oh, the Williams pulls out at the last second, can't quite make a maneuver. F-Tronics nearly runs into the back of Herman, but keeps it going. Great spatial awareness and racecraft there. Although a little bit down there. But keeps her on the island. And that's what it's all about. Herman now is closed into that second, so he'll get the DRS on T-Bron, who in turn has lost it to Mr. Welter up in front. So T-Bron needs to get that move on. As the field is only now starting to separate out ever so slightly. Just goes to show how fantastically close this racing is. This is the SSRL. It's a silly season racing league. It's round 11 from Zandvoort. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts and Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the link in the description. T-Bron battling hard on the back of Mr. Welter. Not in the DRS, but keeps the position once more. Tronic under pressure from Formula 1, who finally makes his way past on them soft tyres. So the battles are still raging out here. We only said they almost fell away from each other, but they've closed the gaps ever so quickly. So Teco was on the back of Pleasant Snake, but Pleasant Snake is applying tremendous pressure to Ivor now for second position. They're only 1.3 seconds off Dave, so Dave has lost about half a tenth to 3/4 of a tenth, of a second here. Perhaps some drivers have been doing a bit of tyre saving out there. Perhaps some not as much. So Ivor's clawing his way back to the leader. Oh, we got a caution in sector 3. No! That's Teco crashed out of the race. I can't believe it. Teco's out of the Grand Prix. He's just to the inside in Harry Lyondike corner, and that is a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. At the start of this race, I don't know how Dave got away with passing that safety car. He's so lucky he got away with that one. Electronic pit lane, everyone's into the pits. Unbelievable stuff here in the SSRL. Cannot believe it. That is a disaster for Teco. Such a cracking run. And unfortunately, it ends in the wall for our first safety car this evening. So one would assume now David is gonna pit. He's extremely lucky he got away with that. He just beat the safety car out. Otherwise, it would have been awful fate to be caught out with the safety car and not be able to make a pit stop while the guys catch up behind you. So Ivor is within a second now to Dave. So Dave's taking a ham and cheesy here. He still is under pressure to Pleasant Snake for this race lead. Can Snake snatch it with the safety car and pit stop strategy? We'll only find out momentarily. David is going to be coming into the pit lane, and so is Ivor. The Scuderia team, there was no way they could have strategized that, so here we go. Can they get him in and out before Pleasant Snake gets to the line? Snake is hoping and praying that that Delta disappears and he can put the foot to the floor. Let's ride to it, Pleasant Snake. Here we go, there's the Delta gone now. Use your ERS, use as much as you possibly can to get yourself to the front of the pit lane. Can we do it? It's a racing corner, this first corner. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. There they are. And no, he could not do it. Dave and Ivor get away with it. I can't believe it. So close between the guys there, being caught out with that safety car or not, but they just get away with it. Dave retains the race lead. Ivor retains his second position, and Pleasant Snake game on here for the rest of the race. Let's have a look at the tyres everyone's on. Here we go. So Snake's on a set of mediums. I don't know if they're going to last. Dave and Ivor on a set of hards. Mr. Welter on a set of hards. Everyone else. T-Bron mediums, Formula 1 mediums. Everyone else on hards, really. Truckster and Quincy on a set of softs. They probably already had their hards. So yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting stuff here this evening. So we'll jump on board with the Danger Dave. Look at the crocodile here. Well, we'll go through some circuit stats for you guys out there. Circuit Zandvoort opened the 7th of August in 1948. 14 corners. Length is 4.3 kilometers, 2.7 miles. Teco, hard luck, mate. This is a hard track, in fairness. What are you meant to do? Sit down, relax. Open a cold one if you're that way inclined, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast, buddy. So yeah, open 7th of August 1948. The original circuit was in the town of Zandvoort, located at the North Sea coast of North Holland, close to the Dutch city of Amsterdam. There was minor races on street circuits in the town in the 1930s, but it was in 1952 it was the first Dutch Grand Prix. 1952 and 53 were won by Alberto Ascari himself. What an absolute legend. There was no race held in 1954. And from 1963 to 1965, the British driver Jim Clark won all 3 of the races. So there you go. An absolute legend in the sport we all love. There was no race in 1972. It was originally on the year's calendar, but the drivers refused to take part in the race because of the facilities and conditions of the track were out of date with the Grand Prix racing at the time. So they lobbied for that to be changed, obviously through the health and safety movement of the Jackie Stewart era. A lot to thank for himself and Professor Sid Watkins and everyone else, all the marshals, all the doctors, every single person who make motorsport a reality for all of us lunatics who enjoy racing. You gotta love it. So hopefully the safety car will be in at the end of this lap. We're just waiting for D. Perez to get himself onto the back of the field. So we couldn't quite get there in time. We have one more lap on the safety car here, which just gives me more time to waffle on. Who's this? Dave into the pits. He's pulling. Where's that come from? Dave into the pits onto a set of mediums here. Brand new mediums for Dave and a new front wing. How has that happened to Dave? Oh my word. Let us know the old chat if you know. Teco, let us know. The curbs in the second to last corner got him. They, excuse me, they are formidable. They are formidable. They'll catch anyone on a Sunday. Sneak out and grab you. Anyway, Dave pits for a new set of tyres and a new front wing. Did he crash into the safety car? I'm not quite sure. Ivor is now taking the race lead. Says thank you very much out of nowhere. Pleasant Snake is now in second, and Mr. Welter says, how are you doing? To third. T-Brand in fourth, with Formula 1 in fifth, Herman in sixth, with F-Tronic in seventh, Jolly Boy John in eighth, with Kwan in ninth, and Thomason is in your top 10. Class stuff from Thomason, that's your top 10. Skid Solo in 11th, with No Sebo in 12th, Chuckster 13th, with Quincy 14th, Kovacs 15th, D. Perez 16th, and the Danger Dave now on the back of the grid, and the safety car is in at the end of this lap. We can't wait to see this race resume. Here we go. We've lost Teco unfortunately with that one, and the Danger David is pulled in from the lead to have another pit stop. Interesting times for the SSRL. It's up to Ivor when to accelerate now. He takes over the safety car privileges as the rest of the field geared themselves up for the race restart. And we accelerate now good restart from himself. Well, look at Mr. Welter right at the back of Pleasant Snake. Is he going to pop out into turn 1? Not quite. The rest of the field sorting themselves out for now. Nobody really making a move. Oh my word, is that... There we go. A massive accident towards the back of the field. That's Chuckster, Quincy, and Dave all caught up in an accident there. Disaster. And it's a red flag. I can't believe it. We have a red flag here in the SSRL. A tremendous accident in turn 1 has brought the game to its knees. Brought ourselves to our knees. Red flag here on the grid. Let's have a look at that in the replay, because it was a safety car restart from Ivor. A fantastic restart from himself. Pleasant Snake and Mr. Welter. Mr. Welter caught Snake napping there. But unfortunately, we missed the actual incident. Chuckster is up there in 13th with Quincy 14th. And the Danger Dave is in 17th. Let's try and piece it all together. They must have been side by side through turns 1. I had a bit of contact. And there we go. Chuckster's crashed and Quincy's trying to get himself out of the way, but perhaps had to retire on the spot. Unbelievable scenes here at the SSRL. Quincy's still in it. Happy days for that one. Oh, that's a race start now. Here we go, down towards turn 1. Ivor gets a shocker. I can't believe it. What an absolute terrible race restart for Ivor. Everyone else trying to make their way through turns 1 now towards the first. Turns 2 and 3 for the first time in this sprint race, effectively, for the rest of this Grand Prix. As we're side by side, Ivor and Herman kneeling on each other now through turns 4 and 5. Ivor is not a happy camper with that start, and he gets just in front. Fantastic stuff. Pleasant Snake, though, is your race leader with Formula 1 now in second. T. Brand in third, and Mr. Welter in fourth, and Ivor your top 5. We got a yellow flag sector too. I think that might be Quincy having a bit of an issue, or perhaps just backing off and letting everyone else sort themselves out. D. Perez and Kwan go side by side in the back here. Kwan's a little bit wide. D. Perez battling hard as well. And the no Sebo is on the inside of Dave. Don't know where to look. Ivor and Mr. Weather. Look at this. Everyone's having an issue here. Ivor, where's all this going? There's contact between Herman. He's lost a bit of front wing. It's all kicking off here in the SSRL through the final corner of Harry Lyndike. And there's a massive gap after opening up. Mr. Welter perhaps had an issue with Ivor. As we go down towards turn 1, Ivor is kind of boxed in here. Clever move from F-Tronics. Up the inside on Ivor. Can he make the move stick into turns 2 and 3? Yes, he does. He dives it in there. Ivor tries it back, but F-Tronics just showed him the door. That's the story. Great racing from Tronics there. So, lap 19 of 36 of this red flagged race. Unbelievable stuff for the SSRL. It's all kicked off in the season final. It was this. That's Thomason up the inside of Skid Solo. Skid Solo is not going to have much of that one though. Fights right back. Gets the maneuver. And Herman has fallen back from the cars up in front. He's had an issue out there. Quincy on the back of these guys as well. This is cruising for a bruising territory. Quincy into 12th. Good stuff by Quincy. So the race leaders kind of settle down for the moment. This is where the action is. On board with Quincy down the front straight. How's it going to pan out for the cars up in front into the braking zone of turn 1? Still decent from everyone so far. Up the inside in the danger. Dave shows the nose, thinks better of it. He's on a set of hards out there. Most people on a set of mediums. Up over the hill into 7. Almost up the inside of the Ferrari into 8, but the side's better of it. And now 9. Late dive into 9. Side by side, Dave sees him at the last second, gives him room, but only enough. He closes off the corner. Quincy tries it again in 10, but again the exact same story. Dave gives him room, but only enough to close off the corner. Dave, a lot of ERS usage by Dave into the chicane. He's up the inside of Kovacic, which immediately turns to the outside for the next corner, but he's still there into the last two corners. Dave is going to make the maneuver. No, Kovacic is hanging it onto the around the outside. Through Harry Lyondike we go for the 21st time, and finally Dave makes the maneuver. Quincy capitalizes, and Kovacic has been relegated 2 positions in 1 or 2 corners. Valiant effort. Great racing from the guys, but couldn't quite get it done, unfortunately. Boy, Kovacic relinquishes 2 positions. Skids solo now with Dave battling hard. The race lead is closed up dramatically as well. Going to have to keep a close eye on that development. 2 tenths between the race leaders. Quincy right on the back. Oh, Dave up the inside. Oszku solo, he gets it done. F-Tronic battling hard with Ivor. Tronic up the inside. Ivor is on the outside. They're still side by side. And through the apex of 12. Still side by side into 13th. Not too bad. Everyone's happy out there, but here we go. Formula One's on the back of Pleasant Snake. Snake tries to break the DRS down the straight, but has to relinquish the position into Tarzan. Snake tries it back around the outside. He's still there, but Formula One is going to have the inside of turns 2 and takes the race lead. Snake up the inside of turns 3, shows the nose. Luckily, everyone gets through cleanly, and Formula One takes the race lead on lap 22 of 36 here for the SSRL. Pleasant Snake has been relegated to 2nd, and immediately under pressure from T-Bran in third, with Mr. Welter sitting pretty in 4th as well, just sitting there letting things pan out in front of him. So it's a 4-car battle for the race lead here. They're all within half a second of each other. They're 6 tenths for the top 3. Yeah, 6 tenths of each other. Ivor is also battling hard with Jolly Boy back here. And look at this. Oh no, F-Tronics right into the back of Ivor. A bit of a bang in there. Loses some front wing. And that's the story with that one. Quincy's made his way up to the back of the danger. David. And we're side by side of Skid Solo and Co behind. So battles all the way through the field. Here we go into turn 1. Pleasant Snake up the inside into Tarzan. Down there on the brakes. Makes the maneuver stick. And he retakes the race lead on lap 23. Formula 1 into 2nd. T-Bran in 3rd still by 3 tenths. And Mr. Welter in 4th. Sitting pretty for now. Just side by side for the race lead almost. Up over the hill. A little bit of contact between Formula 1 and Pleasant Snake. Perhaps through turn 7. Between 6 and 7. Into 8 now and 9. T-Bran is right on the back of Formula 1. Oh, T-Bran on the grass on the entrance there. He's lucky to get away with it. Mr. Welter up the inside. Down the mini back straight towards 11 and 12 complex. T-Bran's up the inside of 11, but has to relinquish the position. Mr. Welter takes 3rd. And now is going to be looking at the back of Formula 1 for 2nd. Still plenty of racing left to go in the race. Formula 1 thinks better of it this time around, so let's go back to this battle between the backpack here. Dave and Quincy go side by side. Oh, Kwan is into the, Skid Solo's into the pits. Breaks up that battle pack as well. Then Sebo in 13th. Battling hard out there in the McLaren, trying his best to pass Stoverson up in 12th. In turn is trying his best to pass Kwan in 11th. Skid Solo serving his penalties and his pit stops. So F-Tronics pitted for a set of softs. Okay, because he had to get a new front wing, didn't he? That's indeed what happened there. So this battle for the lead is a 4-car battle, soon to be 5. Ivor once again is starting to close in on these drivers. It's Deja vu from earlier on in the race. Ivor closed in to Dave, closed the 2-second gap to Dave, and now he's trying to close a 1.5-second gap to T-Bran. Dave and Quincy battling hard again once more, having a great race between themselves. Kwan and Thomason side by side into turn 1. Good stuff between the guys. Back to the race lead. Through 7, 8, and 9. Herman sets the new fastest lap on a set of softs out there, so he could be one to watch towards the end of this race if the field get packed up again. So Quincy and Dave having a great battle out there. Can't quite keep an eye on that one as well, but Dave has just passed Quincy in the midsection. Here we go, Formula One's on the back of Pleasant Snake. One more time, through 20, through the final corner. Formula 1 Slipstream Central, DRS pulls out. No point defending it at this moment of time in the race. Oh, we're very loose. So through there, Kovaska crashes through the final quarter, and that is our second safety car. That's a disaster, and he's done exactly what Teko's done. He's crashed through turns 13, and that is a safety car on lap 25. And everyone's going to be coming in for a set of softs now. Oh, watch out. Drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car for Herman. Oh, my word. Herman's just thrown himself under the bus here. The champion has destroyed his race here this evening. And he cannot serve that until we go back to green flag racing. So there we go. Unfortunate for himself. But he won't really matter too much. He doesn't really mind. It's been a phenomenal season by Herman, and it's been a pleasure to commentate on every single one of these drivers, but as well to Herman there. Cracking effort, some great races from himself, and a well-deserved champion indeed. Every single one of these drivers though giving it a good crack all season long. Fellison, the closest driver to him, gave it a good effort indeed. And we look forward to the next season. Look at this, Pleasant Snake under pressure from Formula 1 behind into the pit lane. And here we go. Can Formula 1 beat the Haas driver out? Here we go. Let's see how the Williams team get on. Don't have a sticky wheel nut here. Just about able to get out, but not in front of Pleasant Snake. He does beat Mr. Welter, so it's status quo for second, third, and fourth. But T-Bran decided to stay out there, so that's an interesting tactic from himself. And we'll have to wait and see. So as the pack sort themselves out, leave you for the moment. I'm gonna have a quick pit stop myself. Check out the Racing Notebook. The link is in the description. It'd be great to support the channel. Back in a minute. Introducing the Ultimate Racing Notebook, your indispensable companion for every motorsport racer. This sleek, purpose-built notebook is designed to enhance your racing experience. Take notes after every session. Make each drive count. Write down and review incidents, lap times, and your performance. This racing notebook comes equipped with dedicated time slots for personal and session bests for each race event. Now you can keep track of practice sessions, qualifying laps, and the main race with precision, allowing you to easily note down the critical moments of each session. In the notes section, you can capture every detail, whether you want to jot down driver insights, strategies, or highlight standout moments. The notes section provides you with the canvas to document the essence of each race. The Racing Notebook is not just a journal, it's a comprehensive tool to enhance your racing experience. Whether you're a casual fan or a dedicated motorsports aficionado, this notebook is the perfect companion to fuel your passion for racing and gain lap time and consistency. Now look at that. Brilliant stuff. We are back with the leaders here as they make their way through turns 3. And we hope to get back to racing, hopefully by the end of this lap, perhaps not. So, where was I? Circuit de Zandvoort opened 7th of August 1948, redeveloped in 1979. It's brought changes to slow the cars down, shorten the track, slow the cars down, rein it in a little bit. You know, quite a dangerous time in motorsport, so any safety improvements are always looked back on as good improvements. There was a high-speed temporary chicane put in at one stage, but it was taken out fairly quickly indeed. Canadian Gilles Villeneuve had crashed there while battling ferociously with the Australian Alan Jones and damaged his rear left suspension. Refusing to give up, Villeneuve, to the shock of many, took the car out of the gravel with the car's left rear rim and wheel and suspension totally shattered and dragged it along behind. So we won't worry about the stats right now because we are about to go back to green flag racing. It's up to T-Bran when to go back to racing speeds. Brings it all the way down to 30 mile an hour. Extremely slow here. Everyone getting a little bit caught out, but it's almost a 2x2 IndyCar restart here. We are back racing as we go through Ari Luyendijk. T-Bran brings the field back to green flag racing, and it's a fantastic restart by T-Bran. Pleasant Snake 3/10 behind. Formula 1 almost a second. He's not getting caught out there. Jolly Boy with Ivor battling hard. F-Tronics and Kwan as well going hard back here. So yeah, there's lap 29 of 36 and we are coming to the crescendo of this Grand Prix. We're coming to the closing stages. Still a few laps left to run, so plenty to play out. But if you've got a maneuver, if you've got a plan, now is the time to act. Pleasant Snake on the back of T-Bran, ever so close. T-Bran on a 10-lap-old mediums, the 2-lap-old softs. Here we go. Up the inside tries Pleasant Snake in turns 10, but can't quite make it happen. It's going to have to happen down towards the chicane, because he can't afford to be patient here. He's got the rest of the field right on his heels as well. Formula 1, Mr. Welter, Ivor, Jolly Boy John, and it is even getting stuck in here. Everyone's having a bite for the lead, and they can see it right in front of them. Through the final corner we go. We're side by side through Ari Luyendijk. Pleasant Snake up the inside. We're 3 wide down the front straight. Across the line we go. Less than a tenth between the top 3 drivers. Into turn 1, Pleasant Snake up the inside, takes the race lead with Formula 1 now up the inside into turns 2, takes second away from T-Bran, who has to settle into third with Mr. Welter just behind, and Ivor trying to take advantage now as well through the exit of 3. Up the hill through 4, 5 and 6 we go, single file into 7, 8, 9, the triple right-hander. And it's a phenomenal battle we are witnessing here. The Danger Dave is on the back of the grid now. Back of this pack, sorry, I should say. Up the inside of Jolly Boy goes Dave, who's that running wide as well. T-Bran is off the track momentarily. He rejoins in front of Dave, who goes around the outside of 10 and makes the maneuver. What a cracking bit of a pass there by Dave. Up the inside, Mr. Welter Jolly Boy tries it on T-Bran. Can't quite make it stick. Sorry, it is Jolly Boy. Don't know, my eyes were tricking me there. D. Perez now on the back. Here we go. DRS wide open. We're 3 wide once again across the line with T-Bran, D. Perez, and Jolly Boy this time. Into turn 1. Jolly Boy takes the position around the outside. D. Perez and Jolly Boy almost come to contact through the exit of 1 into 2, but they get away with it. They almost as if they didn't know each other was there. Quincy now on the back of T-Bran. What can Quincy do? We're right on board with the Mercedes driver up over the hill. Oh, T-Bran clips the grass. I tell you, T-Bran is extremely flirtatious with the greenery out there. We'll see how he gets on with the rest of the race. Quincy with the superior grip but can't quite do anything about it. I don't know what is happening here. The game is glitching. Game's glitching. What happened there? I don't know. Quincy and Quan battling. Yeah. What's up with Quincy? He's retiring off the track. Is Quincy? Oh no! He's had an issue. A technical issue for Quincy. He's dropped to 14th, and that is an absolute disaster for the Mercedes driver. Formula 1 is all over the shop. Is this me or what's going on here? Glitch Central. Alright. So, not quite sure what's happening here, but the battle for the race lead is heating up. We'll try and bring it to you as it happens, if it ever happened. It's a 5-car battle here, lap 32 and 36. Pleasant Snake leads the way with Formula 1 in second. Mr. Welter in third, Ivor fourth, and the Danger Dave in fifth. They are your drivers in the screenshot, and they are battling for the final race win of the SSRL season. It's round 11 from Zandvoort, brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts with Oszku Dog Toys. Check out the link in the description. And we make our way onto the main straight once more. 4 laps left to go in this Grand Prix. As we go side by side into turn 1 with Ivor and Mr. Welter. Ivor! Oh my word, Ivor almost gets second. That was such a close bit of driving. Very interesting indeed. Formula 1 was obviously early on the brakes. And Ivor was down there on the brakes. So there we go. Almost had an issue there, but we got away with it. Up over the rise comes the leaders again with Pleasant Snake and Formula 1. A little bit in front of Ivor now. Ivor perhaps getting spooked there. Up the inside, Dave tries it. Yes, he does indeed. Mr. Welter has to relinquish the position, and Dave gets fourth. What a opportunistically taken maneuver. Fantastically opportunistic maneuver. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So, Dave doing exactly what he needs to do here to get himself back into contention. He's in fourth, and Mr. Welter's dropped almost a second. Disaster. Let's have a look at Dave and see how we get on. Down the front straight in the skid area. Do we pop out with the last second? He's thinking. Excuse me, the side's better of it. But this is coming to the final few laps now. Again, if you've got any maneuvers, if you've got a plan, now is the time to act on it. Because we are coming to the end of this Grand Prix. So the leaders, round 7, 8, and 9 into 10 for the 34th time. The Danger Dave is 3/10 off Ivor. He gets a good run through the exit as well, but he's not close enough to make any gains. Into the chicane. And towards the final 2 corners, yet again, turns 13 and turn 14, Harry Lyondike corner. And Dave is right on the back of Ivor. Here we go, Slipstream Central. Ivor defends to the inside. Dave goes to the outside into the braking zone. Can Dave swoop it around? He's trying it on. There's not much grip out there. Ivor gives him room, but only enough to stay on the track. Great defense from the McLaren driver. It's the penultimate lap here in the SSRL season. As Dave tries to get a wiggle on through the exit, he can try all he wants. I don't think he's gonna get side by side up the hill. Not at the moment. Formula 1 is on the back of Pleasant Snake here as well, so we are extremely close for the race lead. We're extremely close for 3rd and 4th. It's got anyone's game here. Ivor does have a penalty, unfortunately for himself. That's a disaster, but we won't worry about that one right now. It's all about the bragging rights at the end of the day. You get to drink the champagne. That's all that matters. True, 11 and 12 for the second last time. Mr. Welter, Tokyo Drift behind. Keeps it on the track, but relegates himself out of the contention for the win. To the line to start the final lap of the Grand Prix and the season. Formula 1 dives to the inside of Pleasant Snake. Snake around the outside. Can he keep the position? This is the battle for the race lead. Towards turns 2 and 3 we go. We're still side by side between the two drivers. Into turns 3 we go. The Haas driver retakes the position. And up the hill we go for the final time. Ivor's in third. Dave is still in fourth. Ivor's defended that position well for now. Up over the hill. Through 6, 7, 8 and 9 for the final time. Formula 1 doesn't have much of an answer for now. Does he pop out through 9? No, not quite. Now, through the exit towards turns 10, this is a 5-car train for the race lead. Mr. Weather just about on the back of it there again. On the exit of 10 towards 11 and 12, there's not really much these drivers can do from here. They're going to have to hope and pray something happens up in front. It's Pleasant Snake. Through the final 2 corners we go. Formula 1 is going to try the slipstream. He's right on the back of Pleasant Snake. We're side by side through Harry Lyndike, and it's a drag race towards the line, but it's going to be Formula 1 who takes the race lead and the win here this evening. What a cracking run by Formula 1 there. Pleasant Snake in second, and Dave gets third. Oh my word. What a end to the race and the season. Formula 1 takes the race win. Pleasant Snake is in second and a Danger Dave in third. Formula 1, I don't know where his car has ended up there. That's an extremely weird situation. There's cars having accidents. Never mind. What an absolute cracking end to the Grand Prix. And Formula 1 takes the race win through the final corner, the slipstream towards the line. There's nothing Pleasant Snake could have done, but the trophies are handed out now. The smiles are happening. The team are happening. And there's only one thing left, ladies and gentlemen. The champagne! Ee-hee. Absolute cracking race from Formula 1 to take the race win at the last, not even the last corner, the run to the flag. That is what Grand Prix racing is all about. Formula 1 takes the checkered flag and takes the final win of the season. Pleasant Snake in second and Danger Dave is in third. That is your podium position. Drivers this evening, Mr. Wouter, a very valiant fourth, to Ivor in fifth. Again, very valiant effort from himself. D Perez in 6th with Jolly Boy John in 7th. F-Tronics in 8th with T-Brand in 9th. And Skid Solo, your top 10. Dano Sebo in 11th. Herman in 12th with Tobelson 13th. Quan 14th. Quincy, unfortunately, DNF in 15th. Kovacs 16th. Truckster 17th. Teco 18th. Sinful 19th. And Kismakus in 20th. But congratulations once more to Formula 1, Pleasant Snake and the Danger David. And to also Herman, our champion this season. E. So after that race there, we're going to try and join a few of the guys here in the old Discord, get their drivers' reactions as they step out of the cars. Let's jump in and see what they're saying. Hello. Congratulations. Formula 1, great race indeed. Pleasant Snake in second and Dave in third. Well done to all of you. Formula 1, tell us about your strategy. Amazing.
Okay, my strategy was I threw the car away in qualifying, so I had 2 sets of softs. So I thought I just start on softs.
Okay.
And and then the race just came to me with the red flag and everything, and the very late safety car, or what it was. I had another set of fresh softs. I had 2 sets of fresh softs. So, and then I just sat behind Snake and waited for the finish line. I tried a lap before. But he held it really nice on the outside into turn 1. And and then I saw him flashing, and I knew I got it.
Oh man, fair play to you. It was a great one. But Snake, commiserations. You led it all the way towards the run for the flag, but just lost out in the last dying seconds. How do you feel?
Not so well. It's okay. It's second place. It's still good, but I almost want to smash his face right now. But it's okay. He earns it. He earns it well. But yeah, I did like the last turn. I did it. Was a bit too soft on the brakes there, so I was didn't get the best exit, and then he came like a rocket.
He did come like
Yeah.
fairness, yeah.
It was a fun race.
Fair play. It was a good one anyway out there, as you say. The danger, Dave. Dave here, no, yeah, yes. How'd you get on, mate? Oh, jeez, that was some race from yourself. Fair play.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind of emotions, I must admit. But no, it was good practice. Had to do a couple of lasts from the back of the grid to the front, so yeah, it was good fun.
What happened under the safety car? Did you lose your front wing?
Yeah, there was a glitch, so the safety car jumped back about 100 meters,
Yeah,
and immediately it just took the front wing off the car. So, but unfortunate, because I do feel that if it hadn't have played like that, it would have been a really good battle. I would have been in the mix at the end there.
yeah, man. You savage
play,
pace, all racing, all qualifying as well. As you say, we did get that glitch on the old stream, in fairness. So there's a few drivers. It was confused. I didn't know if I was getting wrecked myself or not, you know. But no, fair play anyway, man. Fair play, good racing. But yes,
Thank you.
Formula 1, any last thoughts to yourself? This is the last race of the season. We're also joined by Herman. I'll grab him in a second. But any last thoughts of the race there? Any major ones?
No, it was just a really, really fun race. I didn't really prepare, and Quincy was like teasing me before that he had won his first race already, and when do I win my first race? And I was like, I don't know, maybe next season or something. So I had to show him, and he did it on the finish line, but I did it right on the finish line, so he has to do his win now in the right way.
Fair play to you. Sure, it's all about the banter, isn't it? That's what it's all
it
about.
is.
Herman, congratulations, mate, on the championship. Absolutely phenomenal
thank you.
stuff. You didn't have it all your own way this evening. How did your race unfold? It seems as if you were in the thick of it all the time.
Yeah, I had a quite fun experiment going on, and yeah, the main thing was the incident with Ivor, both of the Red Bulls as
I heard
well.
you bastard.
Well, we're still live.
Sorry.
Come on, Herman, go ahead.
Yeah, so we had the chicane in front of us, and Ivor dived to the inside of the Red Bull, and when he tried to let the Red Bull pass again, he just immediately braked, and I couldn't react to that, and that cost my wing, and yeah, I couldn't immediately pit because I wasn't sure the game was going to repair the wing, and I had no chance because of the settings to set it to repair the wing, please. So I just took a gamble then later to make sure I don't lose more time, because it must have been somewhere orange to red maybe, because it was so significant, and
Wow.
I lost the whole group, and then yeah, I couldn't really recover from that. There was good pace at the end, but just a few little laps left, and then just overtook Toby on the line. Was a bit sorry for him, but that was still a very enjoyable way to end the season. And I definitely need a steering wheel with more buttons to have everything mapped if I wanted to do that again, because yeah, you're just screwed without the MFD. The rest is fine. You have very clear vision without the on-screen display, and cockpit is fine as well. But like, you just don't know what's going on anyway, and then if you don't have control over these things, it makes the racing harder.
No, that's fair enough. Well, you done a great job this season anyway. It's been an absolute pleasure. So we're gonna close it out with that one. Thanks very much, guys, for joining us here. This has been the SSRL, the Silly Season Racing League, round 11 from Zandvoort. Your winners again: Formula 1, Pleasant Snake in second, and Danger David in tour. Congratulations. And Herman, our champion. Absolute cracking stuff as always. We'll see you next season, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great one. E.